Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. It's it's zero o'clock and 30, which is the time of this recording, which means it has passed the midnight. It has passed the midnight, and so it's not it so the, the, the day before this date, so I had works to do, so which is why I went to my own workplace. So yes, I went to my own workplace yesterday, because so the midnight has passed, which is why so for me it's a for me so in my case, so I've our only hours have passed since the end of my works yesterday. But actually, I went to my own workplace yesterday in the morning, and I worked, and I finished working in my workplace, and I came back to my own house, and I finished my own houseworks. So now and now I'm creating this episode of my podcast. So and I'm really bad at, I don't have to tell you this, but actually, as you can hear, so I'm really bad at speaking English language, and that is because, and of course, I don't have to tell you this, but if you are, to start with, if you are frequent listeners of my podcast, so you can understand its reason. One of the and its reason is, so one of the reasons why I can't English, why I can't speak English well is that, so I'm a non-native speaker of English language, and this time, so I should tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode. Wait a moment, please. And so the title of this podcast is "Дорогие друзья: Wars, Terrorism, Fightings, and Various Types of Conflicts," which is the title of a playlist in my YouTube account. So I have an account of YouTube, and in which I have posted many videos, and in this time, so recently I created a playlist, and the title of which is "Wars, Terrorism, Fightings, and Various Types of Conflicts." And why I used those two Russian words, "Дорогие друзья," is that, so I'm creating this episode. I'm creating this episode in February in 2023, and in which, last year that Russo-Ukrainian war started, and that war has been prolonged. Or that Slavic war has lasted, and so which is why, I don't, so which is why I wanted you to, or I wanted many people to know how precious peaceful the peaceful world has been. So recently there are many conflicts. I mean, there are many diplomatic or military conflicts, and one of the remarkable instances is of course Russia-Ukrainian war, in which, so in last year Russia invaded into the soil of Ukraine, and another remarkable event was that, so there was a military training in which mainland China surrounded Taiwan Island, and so many people had said that the mainland China was going to intrude, or was going to assail or attack Taiwan, and which is why, it was it's a it's a danger. It's a danger, but people are in danger of facing the Third World War. The Third World War was a provocation of Third World War, which is a danger people are facing, and which is what many people have said. Many people have said, so I think the Third World War is going to happen, and that is because, so in recent case, so mainland China sent a balloon to the soil of America, or to the soil of the United States, I mean. So which is, and thinking about which, so maybe mainland China sent that balloon because the mainland China has a plan of for example intruding into the soil of Taiwan. So which is why so early on, so before actually intruding into Taiwan, so maybe the mainland China tried to investigate, for example, the weapons or the amount of weapons or the nuclear bombs United States have. So your United States has. So I'm sorry for my mistake of conjugation anyway. So which is what mainland China wanted to do. Which is of course that is my speculation. But actually, so so when I heard of the news of the balloon, when I had the news about that balloon, which had flown from the mainland China to the United States. So I thought the mainland China wanted to get the information about the weapons or about the nuclear bombs the United States has. So why that country would like to know why is that the mainland China wants to know how much weapons United States has is that mainland China has a plan of for example mainland China may have a plan of fightings or may have a plan of military conflicts. So which is why the areas or the places having the highest possibilities of fighting against mainland China is Taiwan. So which is why so that can be a plan or that can be a plan come up with by the government of the mainland China. So and the target of the attack can be the target of the attack must be Taiwan, which is what I thought. And this time, so I'm thinking, yeah, this application is working. So this time, so I'd like to drink a can of alcoholic drink, and this time wait a moment, please. And so I came back to my own place, and this time the alcoholic drink is strong zero, and so the taste of this alcoholic drink is lemon, and this is soda anyway, and I'm going to and this is this is a can of an alcoholic drink. This is a can of alcoholic drink. So the density of alcoholic is 9%. So not so weak. Anyway, so cheers. So I was washing my own clothes in the washing machine in my own residence. So I'm going to put them onto the veranda of my residence. I love this taste. I love that type this type of alcoholic drink. So which means so I love alcoholic drinks having the taste of lemon and citrus and oranges. I love this taste, or I love these tastes of alcoholic drinks. So I'm sorry for my clumsy manner of speaking English language. Anyway, so I should shift into the main track of this episode. And maybe I told you the reason. I told you the reason why I created this playlist of my account of YouTube, and So I wrote a description in the column of description in YouTube, in my account of YouTube. And the description, what description says in my YouTube account is that, so this playlist has videos related to wars, terrorism, fightings, and various types of conflicts. And by watching these videos, please learn how precious peace is in your lives and for all of us. So there may be, well, there may be military conflict so in neighbor countries, and so as I have told you, so the possible conflict may be held not in between the mainland China and Taiwan, and another possibility is that there can be fighting, so there can be a war between North Korea and South Korea. So I was trying to provoke a war between North Korea and South Korea, and at least I wanted to provoke a war. Or I wanted to so provoke or begin some wars in Korean Peninsula. But actually, anyway, so I had such a plan, and actually, I still would like you to understand how important or how precious peace is, or has been, and peace is going to be, which means peace has been really important stuff. But actually, people had frequently forgot how precious, or how was the importance of the world peace. So which is why people have experienced two world wars in the past, and in this present time, people may experience another world war, or a third world war, which is a situation of this time anyway. So which is why to learn the importance, or to learn the necessity of peace for all the human beings. I created that episode, and the title is, I have told you the title of that playlist in YouTube. And anyway, so which is why I'm going to tell you the title in the before the end of this episode, and I'm thinking of ending this episode actually. And by the way, so I need to record the amount of the amount I need to record the amount of money I consumed yesterday, not today. So it has passed midnight, and it's, by the way, it's 0 o'clock and 40, which is the time of this of this time anyway. So exactly speaking, the time of it. So the time of this recording is 0 o'clock and 40 some minutes. 40 some minutes have passed since the midnight, or since the 0 o'clock. But actually, I don't tell you the exact time of this. I don't tell you the exact time in this recording anyway. And I need to record the monetary cost I paid yesterday. And this was, it's this application. This is working. It's working. It's working. No, this application is not working well, but actually, I think anyway, I think this application is my computer is fine, I think. And alright. I'm going to tell you the title and the not conclusion, but the description of this playlist. And the title of this podcast is Дорогие друзья, wars, terrorism, fightings, and various types of conflicts. And the description is this playlist has videos related to wars, terrorism, fightings, and various types of conflicts. By watching these videos, please learn how precious peace is in your lives and for all of us. And in this time, maybe Russian people have faced, or Russian people have got through really tough experiences, and because one of the reasons is that so Russia is the most sanctioned country, and many people have found Russia really barbarous. So which is why Russian people. So it's possible to say that Russian people are on a difficult situation, or they are on difficult or tough positions, or many people find. So many people have negative impressions, or many people have bad impressions or bad feelings about Russian people, which is why in such a sense, so Russian people are poor, or Russian people are, so we need to so we need to consider the feelings of Russian people, and of course we need to consider the feelings of, or the positions of Ukrainian people, but actually Russian people have experienced really sad stuff, or tough stuff, which is what I think. So which is why we also needs to be concerned about, or people other than Russian people needs to think about, or consider the feelings of Russian people, which is what I think. So, and which is why I added those two Russian words in the beginning of the title of the playlist I created in my YouTube account. So in this manner, so I'm thinking of this episode anyway. So please consider the feelings of Russian people, and as well as Ukrainian people. And anyway, but actually finally we all of us are human beings, and which is why I'd like you to understand that point, that all of us are human beings, including Ukrainian people and including Russian people. So which is why after the last Ukrainian war, so please make friends with me, and I'd like to make friends with you. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you. Paka paka. By the way, so I forgot to tell you the meaning of Дорогие друзья, and the Дорогие друзья is so expensive friends, and друзья means a male friend, not друзья. Друзья means male friends, or drug is a male friend, and female friend is подруга. Padrug is a female friend. Anyway, and Дорогие друзья is so precious friends, or expensive friends, and friends are really important. So which is why so Дорогие друзья is expensive friends, and which means Дорогие друзья means dear friends, which is the meaning of Дорогие друзья.